Hello guys and welcome back to Flotsam. Things are going alright. I think this will be the game where we hit the end game and loop the map around. Maybe the last episode I've recorded for a while. I'm definitely enjoying this game. It's definitely a game I'm going to come back to. But I think what I'll do is I'll loop around, check out what goes on after the loop, and if it's not much, I'll wait a couple of months for a new update to come out, and then I'll hit it from then on. You know, just to keep things fresh and interesting. I know there's still some stuff still to do. So I think what we'll do now is hit salvage on this to collect the water and then keep this well above our production rate. So all our guys then can work primarily on stocking up our food again after we let that fall askew. And we don't have the metals to build a scrapsmith at the moment. So unfortunately we can't focus on that right now. But, you know, there's other stuff I'm doing. There's other stuff I'm doing. Is there any downfall for me salvaging this? I might as well get that done as well. Get it done. Get it done. So he's collecting his water in his little backpack. I just love how they move and just... Everything about this game is so cute and just pleasant. I really, really like it. I hope when they update it, they don't add too much in terms of difficulty to the game. Because I like the nice, relaxed play style of it. I like how... You're competing against the loss of food, the resources, the loss of water, but it's never too taxing. It's just a nice, gentle game. So I like games like this. I love RimWorld. I'm sure I've mentioned in this playthrough how much I love RimWorld. And this does feel like an easier version of RimWorld, which I think I need because as much as I like RimWorld, sometimes the challenge isn't what I want from a game. I just want to manage a place, and I want it to go swimmingly, and I want everything to be okay. Sometimes you want a challenge, but there's certainly a place for games like this where it feels nice and relaxed. So that's the water tower done over there. So he's coming back with tons of water now. We'll have 61 water when he gets back. So that'll be the map auto-rotated. Oh, I'm finicky about my map. I like my map to be orientated the same way at all times. I'm shit with like games that let you rotate the map. Even if there's something I need to see around the corner, I'll be like, let's just turn around. Yep, look around the corner. Go back to where we was. I just wish games gave you the snap rotate, where it just rotates 45 degrees on 90 degrees. I'm good. And then just rotates 4 times and back to the same position. So you know you can't fuck up that much. So I'm sucker for like, oh, let's turn around, let's have a look at that. And now, oh, that's slightly not the angle I was looking at before. No. Oh, what's the right angle? I'm terrible for that. And I think this is good enough for me. It's not perfect. Just do that a little bit. Yeah, that feels better. That feels better. That's me being weird about angles. What's up with you? How's everyone else doing today? I always say that, like I'm fucking streaming. I should stream more. I plan to stream over the Halloween extravaganza. I wanted to stream some Dead by Daylight because it's a game I've really gotten into. And I thought it fits with the Halloween theme. I just never got around to do it. Like I said in the last episode, I've been so busy recently moving house, setting up new Unbroken Circle HQ, and other stuff. I'm so glad to be back in this. I think streaming will come soon. I think my schedule is changed recently that will allow a little bit more streaming than has been allowed in the past. My schedule from work has been terrible for allowing me to stream, and I think I can. Come about December, I think I should start streaming somewhat regularly. So look forward to that. If you'd like to look forward to that, let me know. Tell me what games you want me to see me stream, if you want to see me stream, and etc, etc. Food isn't great still. Like we're getting the fish in, but like what we talked about before in the last episode might be necessary. This need nets, so we can make nets. We just need the research points now. I think this is going to improve our fish efficiency, which is important. But also uses firewood, so how does that balance out? Because we need the firewood for the water production as well, so I don't know, overstrain that too much. But I think to improve fish efficiency, to make us stay in an area for a little bit longer. Because once the fish run out, we've got to move on really, because we're not using the fish very efficiently. And we've run out of fish. I think we're done on fish. So we've got to move on. Everything's been salvaged. We've got nothing really want to build here, and no fish. So no reason we can't go off to the end game. So this is all very fancy. The final node. Move here. Let's have a look. So it is completely back to basics. And is it the same map? It won't let me zoom. I assume it randomizes it somewhat, but I don't know. And the next time we get new villagers, water, oil, abandoned town, and then yeah. I'm not sure. I can't remember if this is exactly how it looked previously. Let's go back to where we are now. Let's see what we've got here. Mast, rope, and metal scrap. Yeah, this is exactly where we were before. We don't need a new mast, do we? Because maybe that will bite us in future updates. But I'm actually, I will salvage it. I'll get the mast. One mast isn't going to fall apart inventory too much, and the other bits are nice. But it looks like that's the game. We just cycle round a little bit now. So I really hope. I've seen I can't remember off the top of my head, but I have seen the roadmap for where they're taking the updates to this game. And it is talking about adding a lot of stuff that I would be interested in seeing. Day-night cycle, I think, was one of them. Priority lists and stuff, so you can tell your people, this is the important job, go and do this. Which I think the game needs, and stuff like that. I would like to see more content in terms of what happens when you reach the end. Like, lengthen the time before it loops back around. I would like to see that, and maybe have the opportunity to kind of loop around halfway through, if that makes sense. You know, I'd like to see more developed in the building menu and stuff. There's definitely, it's an early access game, so I don't want to be too harsh on the lack of content, but I'm enjoying it, and I want to see more. I think that's, I don't want to sound too unfair to like the developers, like, give me more stuff. Like, I'm only asking for more stuff because of how much I'm enjoying the game. Like, so if the developers ever saw this, I don't want to sound ungrateful, because it is. I really am enjoying this game. I'm enjoying the theme, enjoying the style, enjoying everything about it. Let's set a salvage point while I'm just chatting shit. Let's go out here, collect some plastics. And out here, collect some woods. Don't really matter too much, but look at that. We're doing great for them things. We're doing great for everything at the moment, really. We've got that there. No reason we can't sail on to the next world already, to be honest. We've got the 18... What is it we needed to build the scrap merchant? The scrapsmith. There you go. We'll stay here for a little bit while we're building the scrapsmith. I might build a house, actually. That takes metal. That's 8 metal. I can't build both. I'm not going to get too worried about the efficiencies right now. I'm going to put that. There. I want it here. I want it in there. That makes sense to me. What is it actually? What's the... If we go on to here, what's the... Imports mail scrap, exports them, fuel is actually... So it doesn't really need to be near any of these points, really. So let's put it over here. On this side. And build that. At least then we can set up our scrap building schedules and stuff. And it looks like we're actually getting full of... We only just... Look at how big and strong these storage depots are getting these days. That's huge. I'm loving it. Click on you. Get you gone. Stop blinking at me. Food is still being an issue. So I think it is important we do make a cooking up point at some point. But I feel like this is a self-sustainable kind of size we've got ourselves to. If we wanted to, we could just sail from area to area, salvaging what's there and sailing on to the next area. Other than the slight low food, but I think that even that's fixable, and even that, if we don't build anything more now, I still think that would never be an issue. Which is a spot I like to get to in games like this. Things where things are managing themselves and I can just focus on improvements and, you know, styling things out, make things look more aesthetically pleasing, which this isn't at the moment. I need to like work on that. But I think I've got to the point I like to get on these games. So I think this is a good point for me to hit the end game point, if that makes sense, even though there is more to do. But I might save it, so finish this episode, go on to the next, have a look at this stuff. And I'll leave it for after this. And we'll look at the future. see what happens in the updates. And when updates come, I'll carry this on because I'm really enjoying this game. I'll set a... What's the modern equivalent of an RSS feed? I never used RSS feeds when they became a thing, but the idea of it, I'll set one of them to remind me of the Flotsam news. So as Flotsam news comes up, I'll be aware, and I can see what the updates are coming. So, this tell me about fuel. I know about fuel. Yeah, needs fuel to function. That's fine. Gonna take firewood, and we're gonna make screws and pipes. Can we just loot screws and then set a production limit here? Manage the maximum limit. So firewood will up to 20 because we've got 2 places using it now, so it makes sense to use twice as much. But we'll limit it to 40 screws. Does that seem like a good number? Like what? Go on here, like 10 screws. 20 screws. The most we're going to need at any one time is 20 screws. So let's production limits down to 30 screws. So just enough to make the biggest thing we know of, and a little bit more so we can get building on the next one straight after. Although food is becoming a problem now. Oh, is it because of lack of fish, or is it because of... We've got the fish, we've got the nibble fish, we're not drying it fast enough. Then again, we're not utilising the racks fully. I think it's just a personal availability issue more than anything else. But just in case, just to... It's one of the cheapest things we can build. It's nice and simple. I'm just going to build a third fish dryer. Even if we're not utilising these 100%, I think having a third one will... improve our flow a little bit. For when we are using these 100%, at least they've got something to that opportunity. They're definitely fishing alright. There's loads of fish still to collect. I'm going to make sure I park every single one. Looks like I have, to be honest. There's a fishing boat there doing its thing. We're alright on that front. Let's set you to dry the fish. So there you go. Might increase our food production just a tiny little bit. Exactly what we want. And that's the problem. We've used all our metal scrap now. I forgot actually building stuff actually use resources. Silly me. We do have 4 screws though. It's a resource we haven't had before. So I'm happy with that. But I don't think we can stick around here much longer. Once we've collected the fish, I think I'm gonna scoot on out on here. I'm gonna Pokemon Let's Go to the next area. This definitely is helping. I've just been watching them for a little bit. They're a couple of people are coming at any one time and servicing all 3 of these. There you go. That's 7 on the racks. That's more than we could have had previously. And there you go. They're being 100% utilised now. So I think the issue we're having is just personal availability. With everyone's doing so much, they can't get around to drying the fish. Hopefully when priorities come, I can say, drying fish and making water, these are top tier shit. This is what it's all about. About making screws. No one gives a fuck about making screws. That's the point, actually. This is the first video, well, second video I've recorded, first session of recording videos since YouTube have put out the new rules, and I haven't really looked into that because I've been looking at other things really, and like YouTube stuff has been the furthest from my mind for the past couple of weeks. But I'll have to look into that because games like this I think might get tagged as child-friendly in air quotes, and I'm not a child-friendly person, so I'm interested to see how that manages the situation. I think I have to manually set everything because not child-friendly. But I think a game like this will set everything child-friendly by default. Would be interesting. Sorry about that. I had to disappear for a second. Someone knocked on my door offering to prune my tree. And that is not an innuendo. I have a tree and someone said, your tree's looking a bit dead there, mate. Want me to cut it down? But no, please don't. But anyway. Sorry, I'm out of breath because I just ran upstairs. One set of stairs has got me all out of breath. As I was saying, yeah, so I'll be interested to see how the child's friendly regulations come into play, because none of my stuff has been made specifically for children, so I don't know how that will affect me in terms of stuff and things. It's not like I'm a big budget YouTuber roping in all the mad ad revenue anyway, so who cares? Other than people whose livelihoods depend on it. So fish numbers are still floating low. They're not being as quite as oomphy as I want. I want that number to get high. But we're still going off fishing, that's the main thing. But I think definitely the next step is, even though it will increase firewood production, we do need to start cooking some fish. Proper. Good and proper. The question is, how do we cook the fish? If we go this way, we can actually use seaweed as well as an additional thing. Then resource-wise, what it takes to build takes screws extra, really. And we've got the screw production in place, so it seems like that's the way to go. That's how we're going to get the most out of food. It opens up a new food source with seaweed, and it opens up a more efficient use of our fish. I just don't know if... Is sushi going to be just seaweed, or is sushi seaweed and fish? Because that's not efficient if it's seaweed and fish, but we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Oh, cooked mussels. That wasn't there before. Surely cooked mussels. That's new. Cooked fish, dried fish. Sushi. Yeah, okay, I need to find the recipe for sushi. I think people are getting stuck now because there's not much to do because they don't have the storage space or anything anymore. So I'm going to have to build another one of these, and I don't have the metal scrap for it because I won't have the metal scrap in this area. And we've got all the fish. Let's move on to the next world. So we can salvage some stuff. Ooh, salvage the metal scrap, but I don't have where to place to put the metal scrap. God damn it, I need to build one of these old-fashioned ones. The technology backflow here. Let's build 2 of them. And while we're building 2 of them, let's sail on to the next area. Move them. And let's see what we got. Kelp, Looter, O'Toole, Clementine, Deep One, Mulfrey. Clementine, Deep One, Mulfrey, I think. She's a torpedo, and he's drowsy, gets tired fast. Actually, I want her, but I don't want him. If she's there, can I tell one of them to fuck off? Just rescue the one of them. And then scavenge that there. That's always a plus, scavenging that there. I'm not sure if getting more people is a good idea at this point in time. It can increase my efficiency. I've got room for them both. But it'll also increase my food usage. And I'm really struggling there. And I can't see any bloody fish. I'm just going to have to get straight on out of this place, I think. There's no fish. Like, am I going crazy here? Oh, I think I'm going to be screwed. I can't get no fish. What kind of fish numbers do we have? 6. We're not good. Oh, there's some fish. 25. Whew. Whew. Get some sweat off my brow. I was not in a good position then. Oh, and there's another set of fish. Okay. Oh, I'm just blind. I'm just blind and crazy. That's more wood. I don't need more wood. I need more food. And metal scraps, ideally. You know what? I'm just going to go rescue them as well. Might as well help. The Lonely Island. It's Jorma and the other one. Jorma's the only one whose name I remember. And Andy Samberg. I probably should remember him more. Was it Andy Samberg, Jorma, and Tacombe? Was his name Tacombe or something like that? Doesn't matter. I've got Calp and Clementine. Jorma and Tacombe. I was like, well, can I rename people? Ooh. Change name, yeah. Okay. So he is Andy Samberg. Accept. kelp, Andy Samberg. Ooh, not quite what I had in mind, but I'll take it. And you, Clementine, Jorma, Melfree. And I don't have the third member of the Lonely Island, but I can't remember his name anyway, so who cares? I'm sure he's not going to be offended. So, drying rack. We don't have any food to dry. Oh, we've got more people to feed now. Not having food is a disaster. And we're just getting more wood. We don't want more wood. Everything is a disaster. It's rejected sequels to Lego Movie. You better be getting food, boy. What's in your backpack? Firewood. All firewood. God damn it. Although we do have more people now, don't we? So maybe it won't hurt to... Another drying rack. Convert this one to fish temporarily. I'm going to build that one. We'll make that wood. Handle the important matters first. Backbench the less important matters. And I think, even though this is not where we're struggling, I think what we'll do... We have the resources for it. So I'm gonna build this build this out. Why can't I build it? Oh, that's like a grabby thing there. Doesn't matter. Okay, build that wrong. Try this again. Uh, 24 plastics there. And then a fishing pier. Fishing pier off that there, yeah, why not? Actually, wrong side. Wrong side. Stupid idea. Oh, the aesthetics of this are all messed up. All messed up. But sod the aesthetics. I'm building myself a fishing boat. That needs... What? That's drying wood, isn't it? Yeah. And it looks like, look, we're in a more healthy position now. Is that because we got wood from here? Yeah, we got a bit of food from there, so don't rest on our laurels. It isn't because we're amazing that we got all the fish. Oh, we did get all the fish as well, didn't we? So we're only going to go down on food as well. Shit, things move fast in this new world. I think I'm going to need that deep sea fisherman thing. Even then, you're going to need seaweed, which is... So I'm going to need to move on very, very often. There was a point where I was like, I really struggled to just build like one boat, and now I'm just like, whack down 3 boats. More boats. We don't need them, but build them. Because it's fun. There we go. So I think we shouldn't be having any more food problems for the time being, hopefully. Do we have the... No, that's not what I was looking to do. Actually, it is what I want to do. I want to move on to the next world. But that's not the point. It wasn't what I was trying to do. What I was trying to do was... What we got here? Water. That's oil. And that's just, yeah, more research points. Do we have the research points to do... Yes, we do. We can unlock the food making station. We just don't have the metal for it. We need more metal. And I don't think we're going to get any metal from here. We need like the motorway area to get metal. Is that going to be a possibility coming up? It doesn't look like it. We don't have any... You can see them. They're highways, aren't they? Abandoned town, animals, villagers. None of it's what we want. So I think, oh no, this is, it's just I'm not used to stuff being so close down here. So I think everything is how we want it, really. Let's all look at that, fishies together. That's what I like to see. Nice and easy to mark them bad boys. Look at this. We can stay here for a little bit. We've got plenty of fish here. Yeah, we're good. We're good for fish here. We're good for other resources as well. It's just the stuff that people actually use that... Look, all the fishing boats are out. We're all catching fish. Things are going well. It's not doing great on storage space. I want more of these, really. But for that, we need more metals. And metals needed for everything at the moment. So, can't do that. But I think I'm going to leave this here. And like I said, I'm going to leave it for a while. I know there's still more to do on this build of the game. But I want to leave other stuff to do as well as the updates that are going to come in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. But obviously the next episode won't be of this. Maybe check out some of my other fabulous Let's Plays. Yay, self-promotion. I'll see you. Oh. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.